Okay. Yeah, so you already know what's happening. If you don't know what's happening by now, you live under a rock, and I'm not blaming you for that. I'm just telling you to open your eyes, especially if you live in Canada. All right. So if you don't know already about the Freedom Convoy, the trucker convoy that's going down at Parliament Hill in Ontario, in Ottawa, um, it's dope. It's crazy. It's wild. It's something that honestly I wish happened earlier, but like many people, I was afraid. Like many people, I was like, "Ugh," like fuck. Maybe they're right. Maybe like COVID is as bad as we feel it is. Um, and maybe these mandates are right. Maybe these things that we're doing right now, although they seem unjust, are just. And now it's really hitting the fan. Shit is really hitting the fan, and people are actually realizing like it's time to actually stand up and fight for our rights. It's time to um look at what we lost, which was essentially our freedom, and essentially light that torch up again. All right. So today's not even gonna really even be an episode. It's not. This is sort of like a precursor slash warning, or something that I can get to tell you guys to anticipate tomorrow. I have one of my very, very loyal, successful clients, Tyson Barrett, who actually did tune in right now as we speak. And he's a truck driver himself. He'll be heading up to Ottawa with some company to show face and make a presence at the Freedom Convoy this year, this weekend. And tomorrow, we will get a small chance, a small opportunity to see what the media isn't actually showing us. Briefly, I'm going to be on the air with him, hosting him on the live stream so that we can actually see what's going on in like, dude, like I'm no media outlet. I'm no like I'm about health and fitness. All right. And it just so happens to be that us not having the freedom to choose whether or not we go to the gym interferes with so many things regarding like just the way we live and including health and fitness. So my boy Tyson, salute to him, Tyson underscore Barrett on Instagram. He's going to be heading out to the Freedom Convoy tomorrow, and he's gonna be generous enough to share with us, his phone, and we're gonna go live, and you'll be able to see just a tiny bit of the humongous impact that true Canadian patriots have when they band up together and stand against what is now tyrannical and authoritarian. Okay, because I'm tired of this shit. You're tired of this shit too if you live in Canada. Having your rights temporarily dangled over your head. You know what I'm saying? Um, just at the whim and the convenience of the government, and that's just bullshit. It's not right. It's not supposed to happen, and everyone's realizing it now. Even the people that were on the polar opposite are like, okay, well, fuck. What are we gonna do now? You know, truckers are a big part, if not the hugest part, of what drives our communities. I mean, everything that we use, like the mic that I have, the chair I'm sitting on, the fucking laptop, everything, my phones, trucks, period. They're the reason why we have access to so many things right now. Right? They make capitalism what it is, and that's a good thing. And them being forced into this position that most of us were forced into with the mandates and things of that sort, really brought things into perspective, because we realized like, fuck, if they don't do it and then they get booted from their jobs, just as the nurses did that didn't get their vaccines, and again they got booted, which is why we are struggling even more with what's going on in the hospitals. I mean, we are already packed up to begin with. The way that we manage hospitals here in Ontario, specifically speaking, has already been a fucking train wreck. But of course, with less staff, there's going to be more volume and more stress, right? And with that, of course shit's gonna break loose. And now we're seeing that on the truckers end, and this is fucked up, because I remember, maybe was it a couple of weeks ago, if not a couple of months ago, Doug Ford was talking about, if the truckers did this, like if the truckers were faulted, we were fucking smoked. If I find that clip, I'm gonna post it up on my story here on Instagram. But it's true, yo. It's true, and they're doing it, and it's shit's hitting the fan. Media outlets aren't covering it, and slowly but surely they will be, because they'll have no choice but to. And the coward of a prime minister he is, Justin Trudeau, now apparently has the cove, and he's not going to be able to show face for the next 5 days. But knowing how strong Canadians are, it's not going to be an issue. I appreciate you, homie. Send me the clip. I'm going to post that on my story. You know what it is, bro. Is that your profile picture? Fuck, you're killing me, man. But I'm keeping it a stack here. I'm tired, sick, and tired again of this motherfucking shit. Not being able to have access to a gym, not being able to go to the grocery store and pay reasonable fucking prices for my food. Again, for me, it's like I could afford to eat the same way that I'm eating, even though the prices have inflated. But what about those families that literally are struggling at this point in time? Already struggling with their work situation because of the vaccine mandates, and then in conjunction with that, the inflation of the food costs. There's no human being on this planet that's going to make me fucking understand that that makes sense. It just does not make sense. It's just that's against the law, bro. And I noticed shit hit the fan today when I watched. It was Jordan Peterson and was it the last one of the last men to create the Bill of Charters and Rights and Freedoms going to officially sue the federal government, and it's it's game time, bro. It's game time, bro. Like he's the last one alive that put that bill into motion that helped create it, and he's gonna speak up. He's going to sue. So I just want to see what the federal government's gonna do now, what trick they have up their sleeve now, because it's to the point now where the media is actually getting swallowed in by the majority. We are supposed to be a democracy. We are the land free. This is Canada. And the fact that, social or media itself was suppressing that, ah, a big mistake. Big mistake. And I feel sorry for all of those half sorry for all those politicians and those officials now that are gonna have to smell the coffee. It's loud, it's noisy. People are coming from the states, they're coming from east, west, they're coming from everywhere. I've never again, according to Guinness Book of World Records, this is supposed to be what? The largest trucker convoy in history, bar none. And I don't think it's for no reason. I don't think it's for no reason. You can only put people in a box for so long. We stayed in the box willingly because we thought it was the right thing to do. Maybe we were afraid. Maybe we just genuinely believed it. I can tell you, I was both. At first, I was afraid, and then I genuinely believed, yeah, it's the right thing to do. Let's stay away for 2 weeks to curb the cove, and that did not work ever, not once. And we repeated that over and over again. And I'm like, definition of insanity. I don't even have to tell you. You know what Einstein said: doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We got the same fucking results, if not worse. On top of that, numbers relating to the amount of fatalities that comes to COVID, that comes with COVID. So many other things. Just honestly, I couldn't even label them off the top of my head, even though I spent a good amount of time over the last year and a half looking at this shit behind the windows. It makes zero sense. And the water is boiling over. There's nothing else to say except I'm super proud to be Canadian and to be standing behind people that actually have fucking sense. And I'm not saying that, from the position of representing the prime minister, because the guy's a coward. The guy's a coward, and I don't talk about politics. If you know my page and you see my page, it's all about health, fitness, and mentality mindset. I do not talk about politics, but it's gone so far to the point where it's actually affecting everybody's daily life. The choice to go to train, the choice to not even the choice, the ability to buy food at a reasonable price is now believe me, man, this is torture. This is beyond torture. And today's episode is titled Unity Part 1 because tomorrow in Unity Part 2, which will be the final podcast episode of this series, not Natural Nomad podcast, but what we're talking about right now is going to cover one of my loyal clients. He's a saint himself. He's in the military himself, and he's a truck driver. One of my loyal clients, Tyson Barrett, who's also doing amazing in my coaching program. He's going to be heading out to Ottawa and meeting ways at Parliament Hill and standing down, digging his heels in and representing us that aren't there. And I'm going to use my platforms on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube to shine light on what the media is shining is essentially pointing darkness in. Trudeau himself says it's just a small fringe population of people that are bullshit, and you're going to see that in colors tomorrow. 3D, HD, vivid colors tomorrow. It's going to be what it is, and I'm not hyping anything up. This is just the fact. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for each and every single one of you that are always tuning in and supporting me. This one's for Canada. This one's for your ability to go to the gym. This one's for your ability to buy food at a reasonable fucking price. This one's literally for your rights. You know what I'm saying? It's for your rights in 4K, baby. It's for your rights. If you're in Canada and you're listening to this, tomorrow's for your rights. It's going to be revolutionary. This revolt is not a joke. Shit, Elon Musk was tweeting about it. Doesn't even fucking live here. Elon Musk is doing what most of the news outlets can't do or refuse to do, we'll say. And so many other are coming forth. As I said earlier on, the dude that's going to be suing the federal, suing the federal, suing Canada. Not, I didn't even want to say Canada at that point. Well, it is now. It's federal law. So it's about to be federal law to get like for this mandate to be enforced, and like you got to take your shot unless X, Y, and Z freedoms and that and this the other. He's going to sue one of the dudes that created the Bill of the Charters and Rights and Freedom, and that's just crazy to think about. To think that like we're at this point right now, where freedom is up for debate on the table. Ridiculous. But more ridiculous than it is, it's scary. It's just really scary just to think about it. I wonder where this is gonna go, but I've got faith in the Canadians that are showing face. I've got faith in the community that wears their head on their shoulders and not their ass on their head, that are willing to go out there and stake this claim. You know, the claim for our human rights and to live, just to live. Yeah, homie, gyms open up on Monday, but I'm more concerned about what happens after that because I don't want these guys to ever have the power in their fucking life to tell me gyms are closing. And I'm stoked about gyms opening, but I'm really less stoked about it than I was the last time they said that because I remember what happened before that and before that and before that. So although it's awesome, gyms are opening up on Monday, and most things are opening up on 50% capacity by Monday, doesn't cut it for me. I'd rather know 100% that it stays illegal for these people to choose my freedoms for me, so that I can live the life that I choose to live. They should not be able to have the option to choose that I get vaccinated, even though I got double vaxxed. They should not have the option to choose that the gyms that I go and train at are closed. It's fucking stupid. Makes zero sense. That's not freedom. That's not democracy. That's not Canada. And I'm born and raised here in Canada. This is the very first time I ever felt like a prisoner in my own fucking country, my own province. You know what I mean? All right, so that's it. That's all. I'm gonna read through some of the comments that you guys and girls had. Brittany says, "Big up to you, Tyson." So Tyson, if you're still here, you got a supporter amongst many of us. It's gonna be amazing. Again, thank you so much, Tyson, for giving us the ability to use your phone to add to my platform so we can go live tomorrow. Again, guys and girls, I'm reminding you we're gonna be going live tomorrow and in a way broadcasting what Tyson can see from the trucker convoy, from the Freedom Convoy. It's not even about just the truckers because they're doing this for us. Tomorrow they'll be driving Hope to Parliament Hill. That's their number one load, and that's why they're getting dispatched. All right, I'm gonna read some of the comments here. Um, Saffron and Son says, "You're such a good Muslim. I appreciate you. Thank you so much." Um, yeah, I think I knows what is up. I stand with you, brethren. Leo, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm not reading that. It's funny. Get me want to leave the earth and ET come take me to do. Funny. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate you all giving me the time out of your day and the 123 likes we got on TikTok. Gonna read from the top here when it comes to Instagram. Felix says, "Good day, my boy. Leg day. I'm gonna go kill these legs. Let the growing begin. Crush it, man. Crush your leg day, bro. Fuck yeah." Stephen says, "Yo, Canadians in Fresh and Fit channel said the same thing. The revolt is real." Okay, worldwide. Joe Rogan said the same thing. Actually, yeah. Was it not? I don't even remember. It was sometime this week, a day or two, 3 days ago. He was talking about it. Joe Rogan. I actually met that guy once. Super short, super funny. I used to be a security guard, and I worked at one UFC bout once in the Scotiabank Arena. He's a funny guy in real life. It's actually fucking hilarious. Bianca, what's good? Shredded Shreddies, what's up? Lizzie, thank you for joining. Homie says facts. Freedom or death, yo. Freedom or death. Freedom or death. It's a very, very straightforward ultimatum here. Matt says Canada's rights and freedoms were made not just for normal times, but also for times of in distress and peril. History seems to repeat itself. 25-8. Absolutely. Bianca says, honestly, I never understood why the truckers would really need to be required to take the vaccine. They are literally in the truck most of the time, regardless of them, not even just them. The fact stands that you don't have the choice. So I do understand what you're saying on a logical standpoint as well. Like typically they're in minimal contact with other people in general because they're in the trucks most of the time. But then again, like they're the people that rent the trucks from the companies, and then they got to wipe down all the steering wheel and all that stuff. And the people that own their trucks, again, still minimal contact. But the whole point here is that they don't have a choice, just like the rest of the human beings and citizens, because again, they're citizens too. They're essential workers, but they're citizens. So what happens when they clock out and their trucks in the yard? They have to be vaccinated. And the fact that they don't have that choice goes against the law. Cold case. Like case closed. That's it. And that's bad. Freedom and what's going on in Quebec is just mental. If you're even aware of what's going on in Quebec, they're fining you now if you don't have. It's like having freedom is illegal now. Essentially, is what it feels like. And technically, it's what it's about to be if these mandates get enforced. Australia is next. Hopefully, I hope Australia is next to rise above. 1.4 million people on their way to Ottawa. It's fucking mental, bro. Again, tomorrow we're gonna have the ability to broadcast it on my Instagram page, and we'll be able to see just how impactful the trucker convoy, the Freedom Convoy, is actually going to be live and direct. I'm not a media outlet. I'm just another human being. Tyson's another human being, and we just do what we love doing, and that's it. And he's just going to go there, be the patriot that he is, and represent the rest of us that aren't there and show what's really going on. And then again, there won't be anything, there's no way to hide it. Even if the media does a horrible job at covering it, which they will, the people sitting behind the fucking TV screens are going to know the fucking deal. That's just what's going to happen, period. Bianca says, as for the food prices, given everything that's happening, I don't understand why prices need to be so high. Inflation's going to happen for so many different reasons aside from just what's going on now, but because of what's going on now, it's another contributing factor, and a huge one at that. Again, less demand or less supply, more demand, higher the price goes. Stock shelves are barely even getting like restocked as fast as we remember it, and that's only going to slow down through the course of time if truckers don't return. And I'm not even mad at the truckers. I salute the truckers for this. This is the most powerful type of protest that you could ever do. This is going to affect everybody on every scale that relies on commerce, which is fucking everybody that lives here. Daniel, what's good? Steven says, I never thought that I'd say this. Put Trump back in office. It's funny. Dynamite, what's good? See you, bro. Bianca says, soon enough, people won't be able to afford the basics if this keeps going on. Absolutely agreed. 100%. Bianca says, people are laid off. The jobs are absolute shit. And now most of the money that they make is getting sucked out of their hands. Exactly, just trying to get by. And these are just regular human beings. And that's just the money. Think about the freedoms that are getting sucked away. If they're going through that and their outlet was going to the gym or going to the movie theaters or just going somewhere else, anywhere, to just choose to go fucking anywhere, they can't. Fucking ridiculous. Big prison. Tyson says, and salute to my boy Tyson. He's going to be the one that's going to be so gracious enough to share his phone with us tomorrow. He says, I wore the flag on my arm for too long while servicing to watch the government ruin people's life with an ultimatum. Right? So again, Tyson's also served in the army. So we're talking about a true patriot here. Not to devalue anyone else's care, but it's serious, man. It's serious. Bianca says, I guess I need to ask how you're doing. You're pissed off. I'm generally pissed off. But I'm anticipating the gym's opening up. So I would like to say neutral, but at the same time, I'm a little bit more pissed off than I am neutral, simply because it's like, okay, gyms are open up, beautiful. And then they're gonna tell me fucking stay in for 2 weeks to bend the curb of the cove. And that's what I don't want. I don't want them to think they have the control over anyone or anything, any business, any entity to control in this nation. It's just fucking illegal. It's gone on for way too long. People are going fucking mad. It's just it's done. It's done. Emily says this live is boring. You can kindly fuck off. I say that with all respect. Get out of here. Yo, what's up? On she says gym's close. Yeah, they're gonna be opening up soon. You know what's up, man. You know what's up. But again, I just don't want them to, you know, to think that they have that power. You know what I'm saying? Still reading some of the comments here on Instagram. Tyson says, I wore the flag. Um, on my arm for too okay, so yep, okay. He said, I wore the flag on my arm for too long while serving to sit back and watch this ultimatum ruin civilian lives. We're supposed to be in the fight, not civilians. I love the way you worded that, bro. Again, that's coming from somebody who served Canada and who also is a truck driver. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everybody that showed up. I appreciate everybody that showed up. I really do. Leo says, you and I think very alike, bro. I appreciate it. Kellen says, I like your hoodie. Thank you so much. Success isn't given, it's earned. Let's dominate. All right, people. So stay tuned. Keep your phones close. Tomorrow, we're going to be showing a snippet of the Freedom Convoy. Keep your phones close. Again, thank you, Tyson, so much for giving us the outlet tomorrow. We're going to be showing y'all a little bit of what's going down for real in Canada, and not let the media fuck your guys' perception up. All right. So let's stick with it. Stay strong, Canadians. Gyms will be opening up soon. Yes, we do know that, but it's deeper than that. It's deeper than rap. We want more than just gym access and restaurant access back. We want our fucking freedom back. Period. Period. All right, Bianca says, now you know why I don't like politics. It's poisonous every time. Some just kill you a little slower. Exactly. That's it. You know, just what it is, unfortunately. All right, so stick around, stay tuned, keep your phones closed. Tomorrow's live stream, the last live stream of the week, is going to be mad important, mad powerful, and we're going to move a lot. All right, keep your phones closed. Much love, people. Peace, Steven. You know it's good. We out, baby. Later, y'all. Appreciate the likes. Leo, I appreciate you, bro. You have a blessed afternoon, too. Cheers. All right, YouTube, we out. Brittany, peace out.